Is My The Promised Neverland, chapter 170, together. And right off the bat, my guesses from last chapter were a tiny bit off. I mean, not that much. I have this whole thing, like, I bet Isabella's already convinced the entire army to join her months before this happened. It was this big, huge plan they had, and no, she literally just gathered everyone up and said, I'm going to betray the farm. Who's with me? Which is just so absolutely amazingly perfect. I mean, there clearly were people she had recruited before this, or at least 3 sisters behind her, and somehow they managed to get a whole lot of guns. I have a lot of questions about where they got all the guns. What exactly is the need for guns in the farm? You have demons. They are huge. They are super strong. They can really handle, any issue that comes along. I mean, the only reason to have guns would be to fight demons, so are they worried that other demons are going to come invade the farms and somehow, for some reason, the sisters are going to have to be put in charge taking out the demons instead of, the other actual demons? I don't think I've ever seen a demon holding a gun before. It's definitely a human construct, so... Okay, that's just weird, honestly, but alright. So anyway, yeah, Isabella says, let's all betray the farm, and I just love this one girl. Grandma, what sort of joke is this? I mean, seriously, Isabella's been your grandmother for a year and 11 months, and you think she's the kind of person to make this kind of joke in the middle of a crisis situation? I don't think so. I definitely don't think so, but it does make sense. I mean, your leader is basically saying, let's take down the government! And that's definitely not a thought I think any of them had thought of before right here, right now. Arguments like, Grandma Sarah taught us that if we follow the rules, we do good, we excel, then we will survive. We will live long lives in this world. But Sarah didn't. She made one little mistake, trusting me, and she was shipped out. Even though she'd worked and competed and beaten everyone else out for that position, even though she had earned the right to survive, they still took her life away because you know why? She was livestock to them. She was food. They think nothing of us, and they will gladly kill any one of us if it helps them even a tiny little bit. I mean, really, though, when you think about the lives these sisters have led, first 12 years on a farm, then they're brought out and like, hey, okay, so demons are real, and you're food, and we can either kill you right here, right now, or you can try and fight and survive so you can someday become a sister, then a mother, and maybe even grandma, and then you can live a good old life. I mean, if you become a sister, you can live till at least you're 18 when you give birth to a kid. And then, if you did good then, if you have high scores, well, you can go live being a sister till you're at least 30. And if you aren't picked to be a mother by that point, then we'll kill you. But if you become a mother, you can live to be like 40, 50 years old until, your body starts to give out, and then we'll kill you. Unless you do really, really good, and then you become grandma, and then you can live for as long as you want. You can live long enough to die of illness at a ripe old age. That's essentially the lie these people have been promised, and yet deep down they know, okay, yeah, we were promised that, but at any point, even if we are the best of the best, they are still going to kill us because we're food. That's literally all we are to them. And the truth is, they all realize that. They all know that at any point their lives could come to an end. They could be killed simply because the demons are hungry. They realize that they've just been refusing to accept it all this time. And Isabella, she's pretty freaking ticked off about this whole system. I got sick of it. Using freedom as bait and flaunting fear. It's nausea, I've had enough. So when good old Petey offered her his hand and said, if you come with me, I will give you true freedom, she was thinking to herself, oh boy, I am going to kill this man. I'm going to kill him. I'm going to very much enjoy killing him. Which I absolutely love, that she was able to hide her bloodlust that well for the last year and 11 months to reach this point. And I just love how absolutely impressive Isabella's speech was, that not one of the sisters turned against her. I mean, seriously, think about this. If one person had said no, or one person said, okay, yeah, sure, and then immediately gone and run off and told Petey, or told one of the higher-up demons to tell Petey, that would have been it. They all would have been killed right then and right there, but Isabella convinced every last one of them, join with me, fight with me, take back your freedom, take back your lives, revolution! I just freaking love that. Oh god, and the intensity of this line. I'll show you something very interesting. Oh, that was great. I loved it. And now Petey is surrounded on all sides, and everyone has a gun pointed at him, and honestly, I'm not sure if he's more surprised or Emma and the kids are more surprised. But it's just such an absolutely amazing shot. They're all pointing guns at the reason behind literally all the problems they've ever had in their entire lives. I love it. And I just love Isabella's reaction to all this. When Emma calls her mom, she's like, "You're still calling me mom? I tried to sell you as food, and you're still calling me mom. Why? How can you still say that?" And not just Emma. Emma's the most likely to forgive Isabella. She's the kindest of all of them. Even all the other kids, they still refer to her as mom. They still cried out, "Mom, please help us." And Isabella wants to embrace Emma. She wants to say, "I'm sorry, welcome home, I missed you, good job, you're amazing," and just hold her daughter close and cry, but she can't do that. She can't forgive herself for all the horrible, awful things she's done in her life, for literally trying to sell her kids off as food, for actually selling her kids off as food for a number of years, but like I said, she just can't forgive herself, so she says, "Don't get me wrong, our interests just happen to align on this matter. It's not like I'm actually on your side or I'm doing this for you or anything. It's..." Oh my god, Isabella just became a tsundere. Oh my god, I didn't realize that, but I freaking love it. Isabella's a tsundere. I love it. Oh my god, and then... Oh my god. And then she refers to Petey, head of the Ratry clan, literally gods in this world, as that boy. Yeah, she's referred to her freaking, basically, king of the world as that boy. And even Vincent Hato are a little taken back, like, what did she just say? Did she just refer to him as... Okay. Oh, that was hilarious. That was so absolutely perfect. And oh my god, this shot is so absolutely amazing. Emma no longer sees Isabella as the mom, as the grandma, as anything like that. She sees her as one of her own. She was a farm child, just like all the sisters around her. She sees all of these other sisters as the farm kids, as the people who went through the exact same life Emma did. They, for at least for the first 12 years, they grew up in a home where they thought they were loved, where they thought they were being raised to spend their lives as a happy family, being tested, eating together, living together, learning about the truth, learning the demons that were out there, and having to decide how to live, how to survive, how to make it through. They all live the same life. They all know the same fear, and now they all are addressing the same enemy, and I freaking love it. I mean, when this arc started, I was wondering, okay, are sisters going to be an adversary? Are they going to have to fight the sisters? Are they going to have to kill the sisters? But they don't, because the sisters are literally them. They are the sisters, with just... Emma just made a different choice, Though it's hard to say if that's really a choice. I mean, escaping the farm required quite a bit of skill, but also a whole lot of luck as well. And now, Emma and Isabella, side by side, guns in hand, as well as everyone else. All their guns point at Petey, and Pete's a little ticked off right now. I do just love his line. "Me lose to damn food? Arrgh!" I mean, just this roar he has of anger and disbelief. It actually, everyone is taken aback by it, like, whoa, okay. And this is the big complaint in the community, like, oh, how'd he get the gun away from them? They all had him surrounded. Well, I think we have a few good reasons for that. I mean, one thing, you don't expect an unarmed man that's literally surrounded by guns to start screaming and running at you. It'll definitely make you flinch for at least a second. For another, he's literally surrounded on all sides. So if they start opening fire into him, there's a fairly good chance they're going to just hit each other, at least ricochet off each other. And finally, thirdly, there's a fairly good reason they need him alive. I'm guessing the promise Emma made involves Peter Ratry in some way, shape, or form. They definitely need him to give the order to not murder Sonja and Musica. The demons probably won't, attack them if they have Petey held up at gunpoint, tied up. Maybe they need him to operate the elevator to go to Human World. That's supposed to be somewhere in Gracefield, so maybe they can access that. So maybe they need like handprints or a retinal scan or voice command or something to open up the elevator so they can all go back to Human Worlds. Honestly, not sure. And quite frankly, I'm a little concerned about what Petey's going to attempt to do right now, because he's literally nothing left to lose at this point. He's basically been beaten by food. All of his soldiers have turned against him. All of his demons are knocked out or tied up or whatever. So there's not a whole lot of rational options left for him. Which basically only leaves, I'm going to do something crazy. My personal thoughts is, maybe inject himself with one of the Lambda concoctions. Maybe, try to find a way to turn himself into a demon so he develops, super strength and he can fight all of them or something like that. I don't think his goose is cooked. I don't think next chapter's going to open up with him oh, I shot Petey in the leg. All right, we won. Victory party. Him escaping had to be done for a purpose, even if people are complaining that it was a little too convenient. I'm just very excited to see what it is this man does. What does the smartest man in the world do when he's literally backed into a corner? Maybe just go, full-on suicide bomber, blow up all of Gracefield, try to take everyone with him or something like that. Let me know anything down below. What's Petey have planned? What's he gonna come up with here? Be sure to like, subscribe in the next video. And until then,
Peace.